Hello, King Partners. This is Steve Mulligan, Chief Operating Officer for King Operating, and this is your 2-minute drill for Fund 3. This week, I want to talk a little bit about where we are in Fisher County. Fisher County is where we have the Bertha, the Jack Straw, and the Tennessee Jet. And those 3 wells are currently producing. I'm going to need to.
You got to start over. Yeah. You left your phone on.
Yeah.
Steve.
Oh, I had it silent. There we go.
Like the other day in the meeting.
That's
I was
right.
like, you turn that off.
Usually I can't hear it anyway.
I know.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello, King Partners. This is Steve Mulligan, Chief Operating Officer for King Operating, and this is your 2-minute drill for Fund 3. This week, I want to start off with talking about Fisher County, which is the area right now where we have 3 non-operated wells that are producing. That's the Bertha, the Tennessee Jed, and the Jack Straw. And these wells have just currently come into pay status. And we're excited to say that we will be able to be making a portion, a small distribution this month in May. Also, update on the Bivens. We are, like we've talked before, it's completely drilled. We're in the process of designing the frac and talking to different vendors on getting that lined up. That's probably going to be at least another, 30, 45 days out. And then we're also working on pipeline issues in the area as far as talking to different gatherers to basically be able to have the takeaway capacity we need once those 2 wells are online. Also, I didn't mention when I also was talking about Fisher County, we are participating in an additional well that's being drilled by Cholla, which is the Bull 10-10H. That well has currently been drilled and is in the process of being completed. It is a direct offset to the Ancient well, which is the best well in the Fisher County area. I mean, the Ancient and the Bison well, which are the 2 offsets, have both individually tuned well over 200,000 barrels in the first year, which is a very, very economic well, and we're excited that this well will be pretty much a replica of that. Also in Hoffman County, where we have the 2 wells that are drilled and completed, and we've been talking about facilities and electricity in the past, we are probably within inside a week, early next week to the middle of next week, those wells being online. They're basically laying what's called some poly or plastic line for water disposal, but they have all the facilities in, and they'll be turning those wells on. As far as more on a global perspective, I know you guys there's been a lot of questions about oil and gas prices. First of all, on the natural gas front, we are still very bullish on natural gas. I mean, natural gas, is a very abundant commodity, within our country, but it has been somewhat suppressed on pricing because it's been more of a local commodity. And with the new administration and the relaxation on the LNG side, where we can actually start exporting liquefied natural gas, it becomes a global commodity, which will definitely help the price of gas. And within this portfolio, the Bivens wells, for example, I mean, they will make a nice amount of oil, but they are also anticipated to make a very large amount of gas as well. And it's also what's known as rich gas, which means that it's full of liquids. You get an uptick in whatever the posted price is, as much as 50% higher in some cases. So gas prices like I said, we're very bullish on. I know you've seen the downturn on oil prices. It's not a complete surprise. A lot of uncertainties have been going on, especially, in the economy with the tariffs. And as there's uncertainties in the markets, that's just a reflection of kind of what's going on in all the markets. However, as of today, there was the agreement came out between the U.S. and the U.K., which was the first kind of negotiations and deal with the tariffs. And I think as people start seeing that the tariffs are really more of a negotiating ploy than it being a long-term, cash flow for the country or, that effect, you'll start seeing the markets relax. And we've seen that today. I mean, oil prices are up, about $2, and we're, starting to crack at least 60 again because we've been in the high 50s for about the last week. So in that, we're encouraged, as if you look at the projects that we have within our portfolio, I can tell you, at least from the projections we have on the Bivens well, that, break even on those wells are probably in the low 30s, low to mid 30s. And in Fisher County, is probably going to be, somewhere in the high 30s or close to 40. So we are still, very much in a profitable state with the wells that we have that we're looking at, moving forward with, as well as what we have online right now. So that is this week's 2-minute drill. And as usual, if you guys have any questions, please reach out to us either through our website, partner relations, or give us a call. We're always here to talk to you all and answer questions. You guys have a blessed week, and we'll see you next week.